So, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, it's the morning and you are getting started with your day and doing all of your reading and writing and math assignments. Today, we're going to learn another way for writing to make a list of things that we could write about. So, I know we've made lots of lists. We've made gratitude lists, and we've decorated the cover of our notebook, and we have made the map of our heart. We've done lots of things, but we wrote about pictures. We wrote about things that other people write about, and we sort of advanced our ideas about that. But I think something that could be really helpful to you is to just sit down and focus, sort of zero in an idea that you have on one particular sort of subject. So I thought about things that are important to us, and I think it would be helpful to write about just people that are important to us. So let me share my screen with you and give you an idea of what I mean. I have it all written in here, but I ended up actually typing it because I wanted you to see what that might look like. So what I have here is a sort of a graphic organizer, if you will, of things that of people that matter. Sorry, it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm sitting in my apartment right now. Sorry. You're going to think about things that matter to you, specifically people. So what I did was I made a list of all just people that I love. And in this case, I have like my husband, my kids, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, friends, my coach, athletes in my squad, like just lots of people that I was thinking about. And I decided to zero in on my grandma. My grandma makes some really good writing. she really, she really was something else. So I started writing some story ideas just about my grandma. How I think I might have told some of you that she used to make pasta fagioli, and her hands always smelled like ivory soap. And she always called me Nenzi, Nenzi, because she couldn't say Nancy. She called me Nenzi. And she was very loving, and she always had candy. She made incredible meatballs. So I thought about a few of those things, and I just started writing. And I remember, this is your writer's notebook. This is not a published piece. This is just places for you to just get ideas. So this is what I came up with. It's not, you know, all a specific story, but it can be. It can be a very specific story with a beginning and a middle and an end. But this is sort of just a reflection. So I wanted you to see what that, and look I don't even have it in paragraphs when I typed it. I could probably do that, but I'm just going to read it to you. Nenzi, my grandmother used to say, and I'm going to start again. Nenzi, my grandmother used to say in her thick Italian, straight off the boat accent. Go pur the pasta fagioli in the frigidaire. Now, when you grow up Italian, eating Italian food and smelling Italian smells and listening to Italian chatter, you soon know what these words mean. They mean, Nancy, put the pasta fagioli in the refrigerator. I melted when my grandmother spoke to me, but the best part of her conversations came from her hands. She spoke with them. I knew when she was in a distant thought because she would fold paper napkins with her thinking hands. I knew when she was angry because she would throw her hands up in the air and yell, "Oh, Dia mia!" at my grandfather. And I knew she loved me deeply with them because she would place her ivory soap palms on my cheeks and tell me I was bella. I never knew what it meant, but I felt her love, and I knew it was important. I knew it was real. Today, I look at her photos and taste her soup memories and smell her love on my cheeks. She may not physically be here in my life, but she is always with me in my heart. I tried when I was writing this to think about dialogue a little bit. So I put a little bit of like what my grandmother would say. And I tried to think about senses, the five senses. So I wanted, to sort of picture her hands, throwing her hands up in the air. And I tried to get some smells in there. So I thought about the ivory soap and sounds, like how she spoke. So when you're writing, you could do that or not. Because right now we're at the very beginning stages of just collecting ideas. And I think it's helpful for you to to just, when you write, don't just tell your story, show it. Like really take your readers with you in this moment. We're going to be doing a little bit more of this in the coming days and weeks. So hope you have some fun today. Your assignment is to write an entry. First, you're going to think about people. Then you're going to zero in on one of those people. You're going to jot down some story ideas about that person. And then you're going to pick one and write it. Just write long. I would, if I were you, this is the Person That Matters page. It's a whole page. I actually went on to the next page when I did that. So I'm not asking you to write this whole long thing, but just try to fill up a page. If that's really hard for you today, fill up a half a page, and then tomorrow, fill up 3/4 of a page. You're always going to push yourself to do a little bit more every day. You got to work those muscles. All right. Have a beautiful day, my friends.